Hi, this is Jerry Hershey. Thanks for viewing my virtual open studio presentation. This is in lieu of our 39th annual studio show and party, which we won't be doing this year, thanks to the pandemic and our concern for you and our concern for us. There are many things in this presentation, but there are many more things, particularly small things like the work behind me, that are not included. So please take a look at my social media accounts, and also take a look, if you can, at my rebuilt website, JEROMEHERSHEY.com. If you have any questions, if you have interest, would like to schedule a visit, or maybe just go out for lunch, please shoot me an email at my name, JeromeHershey@msn.com. Thanks so much. Take care. My studio anniversary is actually August 1st, and I tidied up a bit the end of July to take this photo for social media. You might say the small panels are my research and development. I work on many of these at a time, which allows me to be more immediate, playful, and experimental. Sometimes the pieces are quite simple, and other times very layered and complex. Often there is much more going on than is apparent in the photographs. The small panels led to many pieces that were created by combining several units. And they led to arrangements of more complicated combinations of colors and varieties of mark making. The field paintings began as a commission for the Plow restaurant in Lancaster, PA. Then I decided to begin a group of 71-inch square paintings comprised of 9 units. Like in the small panels, my intent was to keep them fresh and immediate. Even this painting, which seems so simple, has 3 layers of grids using different kinds of brushes. By April 2020, the pandemic restrictions had been going on for months. This painting includes a nod to the yin and yang, the balance needed to persevere through this difficult time, and uses hopeful colors that in fact were so optimistic I apologize for them in the title. Fields number 12 is a smaller version of number 11, using different colors, and is one of 2 I created for a commission. I'd like to share with you some of the sketchbook sketches for the final painting in this show. Fields number 14, 2020, a portrait. If you're going to come up with a color scheme for the year 2020, it's likely going to be black and blue. So that's where I began. And then I wanted to include Black Lives Matter. So you can see a direct reference to that in these images. But I also wanted to include optimism somehow. So that's what the yellow band on the top was about. Black Lives Matter 2020 with optimism. And this evolved into an underpainting, which you can see there's a graduation from yellow to red, which the black and the blue went over. So each one of these bands has a layer of, or a band of black and blue on top. And I experimented with where if I wanted to have the black on the top or the blue on the top. Didn't happen. So here's the initial layer. I used a thicker brush. All these are vertical bands, vertical lines with these blacks and blues in this kind of a arrangement. It's the second layer of lines, more blacks and blues, same brush, and the arrangement is slightly different. The next layer, more colors, more blacks and blues, a thinner brush in this arrangement. And this is the 4th layer. The idea is how to make something that looks very simple. So it looks, when you glance at it, it looks like it's black and blue stripes, but it's really built up of many, many layers, 5 or 6 layers of very thin lines
hand-drawn brush strokes over a ground that is fairly vibrant. So the painting is black and blue, but it has flecks of color, bright color showing through. So that's that layer. And then the final layer, a thinner line, thinner brush with these blacks and blues. There you go.
So this is Fields number 14, 2020, a portrait. I really like the idea of vertical strokes as a metaphor for marking time, and I'm excited about where this leads me. I make multi-layered, color-oriented abstract paintings. My current inquiry, the panel paintings 2017 to present, focuses on grid-based explorations of order and chance using square panels that are painted individually and then attached and displayed together. These pieces reference painterly minimalism, as well as quilts and puzzles. My influences include light on water, sunsets and sunrises, 1960s and 70s geometric color system painting, various indigenous Australian artists, Warren Rohr and Bryce Martin. My goal is to honor all the important work of those who have gone before and be aware of the current world situation, then empty my mind and create images that are both personal and universal. My process is a joyful meditation. I often employ a variety of drawn and/or painted grids with layers of brushstrokes. Order and chaos, considered in chance rhythms, both favored and unusual color combinations, using several media and viscosities, produce a wide range of results. Multiple joined and group panels allow for more possibilities and relationships, and as a result become a kind of visual puzzle. Thank you for taking the time to view my presentation, and hopefully we'll see you October 2021 for my 40th anniversary open studio exhibition and reception. This photo was taken at last year's reception, October 2019. Thanks to our friends Nick and Molly for photographing my work and events. Beautiful work. Thank you so much. Thanks to our old friend Igor, now the concertmaster for the BBC Orchestra in London, for allowing me to use this music selection. So beautiful. And of course I couldn't have done this PowerPoint without my laptop and phone. But the biggest thanks go to you, my family and friends, without whose interest and support I'd be just another guy working alone in a big room. Obviously, very special thanks go to Shelley.